again? You know, you've come full circle in your career. How does that feel?
It feels really good to come back after 10 years with a romantic film, releasing in the same month, and with a banner that has really excelled in this genre. And I was always waiting for an emotional, romantic film, very Indian, contemporary, but very, very earthy and very, very family-oriented. So that is something that I was really, really waiting for, and I think the Rajshris have fulfilled my dreams with Love You, Mr. Kalakar. So coming home a full circle after 10 years feels really good. And I've done lots of different things along the way, more recently with Shore in the City. So I've constantly broken my image. But with Love You, Mr. Kalakar, it'll be like, you know, doing what I did 10 years back as a newcomer. I hope I'm not looking older though. Yeah.
Why did it take you so long to come back to this genre?
Because I think trends also changed, and comedy came in. I did some khaki and shootout kind of films also, which were serious, but trends became more towards the comic genre. And also because I think I wasn't offered any film that was in the romantic space for all these years. And maybe if I was, they were not very, very good scripts. So the wait has ended with a good film. Whether it works or not, I mean, it's in the audience's hand, but I've chosen this film because I really like the script, and it's turned out exactly the way that I was narrated.
How would you describe Love You, Mr. Kalakar?
I would describe it as a romantic family film. It's different from the regular Rajshri films because it's more real. The characters are very few. It's set in Mumbai, and it's about characters that one would identify with. They're not the typical joint family characters. They are romantic characters like young people from Mumbai city. But at the same time, I think the beauty of the whole thing is that they've kept the Indianness, the honesty of characters, the nobility and the simplicity which Rajshri films have always had.
Tell us a bit about your character. You play Sahil.
Yeah, I'm playing Sahil, who's an artist, and he has been in architecture earlier, but he's left his corporate job to freelancing work for different companies, and his dream is to have a cartoon strip in a newspaper, probably the second page of a newspaper, in his name. So that's his ambition. So Sahil is someone who doesn't believe in running after money and just becoming a machine. You know, he wants to take each day as it comes, and as and when he feels like, and as and when he likes the job that's offered to him, he would do it. He's more like spontaneous where it comes to his work. He's not somebody who's going to be aggressively taking up more work just to make money.
So how was that experience of shooting with her?
This is the first time I worked with her, and you know, we've watched each other's films, and it's been so long, but we came together for a Rajshri film after 10 years. She's also been in the industry for 10 years. I think the best part about her is that she's a very serious actor. She takes her work, the way she looks, the way she acts, the character, things around her, the production design, everything very seriously.
But how was the experience of working with such a reputed family production house?
Well, I've always been a fan of the Rajshri banner because of Maine Pyar Kiya, Hum Aapke Kaun, Hum Saath Saath Hain, and I liked Viva also. And my experience has been like what I expected it to be. They are very clean, family-oriented people. They've worked with my father, not as producers, but they've distributed his films and they've known him. And I kind of associate them with the kind of thinking my father has. You know, he's a very Indian person with middle-class values, someone who kind of won't change with changing times. You know, he'll change his outlook, but basically he'll still be the same rooted person. That's the kind of people they are.
Remember any incidences that?
There were lots of incidents, I think, small incidents that we can remember. I remember some very tough incidents in the beginning when Saurabh, who's the cameraman, he's a first timer. But at times, you know, sometimes his angle would be wrong as far as the continuity is concerned, like if you're doing an over shoulder shot. So once or twice, you know, he had put the camera in the wrong place, and so we had to redo that. And sometimes the scene is very intense, so the actor gets very, very upset because if he's given an okay shot, to do it again because the camera is wrong. That I think was a very important incident, because that really made me realize that, you know, you have to be very, very patient with everybody else's mistakes, because we make mistakes, we take retakes. So the cameraman, the director, the actress, they all have a right to make a slight error and redo something.
Comedies, like you mentioned, seem to be doing better at the box office. So why do you think a sweet, simple love story like Love You, Mr. Kalakar will draw the audience in?
I'd never believe in trends that such films work and such films don't work. I think when Vivaha also came, people thought that, you know, this is a genre that won't be accepted today. But I feel that whenever you come with a good film, irrespective of the genre of the film, people are going to watch it. Dabangg came at a time when, you know, those hardcore masala action films were not really the order of the day. And it broke all trends, and it brought back an old style of filmmaking wherein, you know, things were more made for the heartland of India, where things, or especially films, were designed for the masses. And in between, things were becoming more multiplex oriented, but Dabangg and Wanted brought that old single screen trend back. So I think Love You Mr. Kalakar, like Vivha, will bring the trend of romantic, clean family entertainers.
What do you think is the USP of Love You Mr. Kalakar that will draw the audience?
I think the script, the emotion, the honesty with which it's been made, and basically I think it's the story and the freshness in the treatment. That's going to be the USP of the film, is like it's going to keep people engrossed and make people cry and laugh at the same time.
We've already seen you in like 2 different genres in this year already, Shore and Love You Mr. Kalakar, complete opposites. So what can we expect next?
Well, I'll be doing comedy again in Hum Tum Shabana, and then I'm going into another new genre which I've never attempted before, called Dirty Pictures, and that's an autobiographical film. It's a drama, and it's a kind of a film that I've never done before. There's a lot of, you know, emotion, drama, and it's episodic because it deals with the 3 major relationships that happened in Silk Smita's life, and I'm playing one of her love interests.
According to your favorite, which kind of role do you personally like?
I like all, but I hadn't done a romantic film in really, really long. That's why I was waiting for a romantic film, and Love You Mr. Kalakar is going to fill that khwahish of mine.
Into comedy also. Which kind of good quality for any comedy actor you need for this film?
I think for a good comic actor, you need to be serious about your work, because comedy is serious business. Then I think you need to be enjoying comedy. I think you need to enjoy watching comedy to be able to do comedy. And basically, I think if you're a light-hearted person who has a good sense of humor within, even if you don't express it, if you have those qualities within, you'll be able to give comedy in you'll be able to act comically very well if you have those qualities within you.
Favorite comedy actor in Bollywood? Right?
My favorite comic actor?
Yeah,
I've always been a fan of Mahmood Saab, and after that I don't think anybody has come to that level.
Thank
Thank
so
you.
much.